Do you like Spider-Man? I guess you do. He is at least in the top 3 most popular superhero. He got a gigantic fanbase from his comics, movies, cartoons, and video games. But what if I told you there's a Spider-Man movie filming right now? Not Tobey's, Andrew's, or Tom Holland's movie. I'm talking about a fan-made film with an insanely high budget. It was getting so much attention on the internet, people were encouraging them to make it better. But suddenly, all this hype just wiped out. But how did that happen? Let's look at their unique story. How greed, ambition, and ego ruined this passion story. In 2015, Gavin Konop was in high school. He was a big Spider-Man fan. He grew up with Tobey Maguire's movies, read all the comics. He loves this character. From a young age, he wanted to make his own Spider-Man movie, so Gavin worked on himself, made so many short films, and joined the film festivals. He had talent, and he was a famous director in the school. Even he opened a cinema group in the school and made small amateur films there with others. But he always had other projects in his head. A Spider-Man movie that takes place right after Peter lost Gwen. At the end of 2020, he brought together his small team and told them it's time to start. They thought they had enough experience and could make this movie. Gavin and his team started sketching the scenario. Until the new year, the scenario was ready. They chose the name Spiderman LOTUS. At first, he thought that they should make a small-budget fan-made film. We wouldn't see Peter Parker as Spider-Man as much as in the originals. There were no action or swinging scenes. But these weren't a problem for Gavin. He just wanted to tell the dramatic story of Peter's pain after Gwen's death. Before starting, he told his idea to his friend Warden Wayne and asked him to play as Peter Parker in the film. Warden agreed. However, every support could be used to increase the production quality. He recorded a video of himself talking about his idea, how he would do it, and the story. Then he uploaded this idea to a website called Indiegogo, where people share their ideas, show the funding they need, and if the idea is good, they get funds from other people. Gavin showed $5,000 as the needed amount. Would people believe in his project? Could he get that amount? Yes! He got a $5,000 budget in the first 24 hours, and in a short time, it got more than $100,000 of investment. People shared his idea on social media, and it became trending. Everyone wanted to see this film. After getting the funding, he told his team he has some ideas to add to their film. In comics, there's a story where Spider-Man beats up Green Goblin after he lost Gwen. Gavin wanted to add this scene and other scenes where Peter makes his Spider-Man stuff and swings around the city, deals with criminals, etc. After adding this to the scenario, they started to shoot the scenes. They made an insane comic-accurate Green Goblin costume. The filming process was great. No delays or setbacks happened. They successfully finished the shooting stage and started post-production. That was the most important part, because they promised fans to make a high-quality fan-made film, and making good CGI and visual effects was very crucial for this film. Everything was still great. They were sharing backstage of the film, and Gavin was making live streams to answer the fans' questions and ideas. Spiderman LOTUS was going to be one of the best fan-made films in cinema history. In early 2022, the trailer was released, and it became viral. Even Jon Watts, the director of Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy. The premiere was approaching, but things didn't go as planned. June 17, 2022, Gavin was an active user of Twitter, and suddenly someone shared screenshots of their text. These messages created a big anger towards the main role of the film. These were Warden Wayne's racist, aggressive messages. Right after that, people wanted the recast of the main role. Warden posted an apology speech and admitted his mistake, but then the problem became even bigger. One day later, the same anonymous user shared similar messages of the director Gavin Konop. He was agreeing with Warden's thoughts and making similar statements. Even not just messages, voice records and videos of Gavin spread the internet instantly. He shared an apology letter just like Warden, but it didn't solve the problem. The actors of Green Goblin, Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy shared their disappointment towards the director and main role. They were proud of playing in this film, but they said Warden and Gavin dishonored this film. The project was falling down. But who was this anonymous guy that shared these messages? Do you remember in the beginning, I told you that Gavin was making short films with his team in the school? The person revealed his real name after sharing the messages. His name was Matt. He was one of the children in the cinema club. He wanted to be like Gavin. He told Gavin he wants to make a Spider-Man film too. And Gavin was encouraging him to improve, and he promised he'll help him doing so. Matt got confidence from Gavin and started to sketch a scenario by himself. But since Gavin got more attention from people and became more and more popular, he started to become distant from his old friends. He was feeling like the new Quentin Tarantino, and he wasn't even looking at Matt's messages. After Spider-Man LOTUS getting so much attraction, Matt looked at their old chats and found what he needed. In July 26, after that much lynch, Gavin stopped his Twitter account. Other team members shared their thoughts by saying there are so many people working in his film and it's unfair to rise that much anger because of two people. We still don't know if after that much hate, they'll release the movie or not. After not getting what they wanted from this film, fans started to fund another fan-made movie called Spider-Man Convergence. I hope they won't make the same mistakes. I want to finish with a quote from Spider-Man.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.